What's up, everybody? It's HBT with the Straight Up Wrestling Show. I'm with my man, Christopher Burton.
People's Podcast. What's going on, y'all?
And guys, man, we here to talk about a show that we went to Friday night, Christopher Burton. Hey, man, we was out in Ralston. We went down to Ralston, Georgia.
Yes,
took off, got on 85, coming out of our hometown of Greenville, South Carolina. Went down 85, man, to Ralston, Georgia to check out SCA in the Dome, Christopher Burton. The Ralston Dome.
And that's actually a very, very nice building, man.
Very nice building, guys. And
man,
yeah,
I liked it, man. I had a good time, man.
I did too. I had a very good time. Right in the background, I do that is a picture of inside of the dome there, pretty much, hey, I didn't put the whole thing there, but hey, I got a little something there, to pretty much represent. And I put up there every Friday night, guys. They are rocking every Friday night. In that dome, guys. Hey, if you in that area, Ralston, Georgia, in that county, anywhere that are the surrounding counties, because those little small areas there, man, you got to go ahead and check those guys out. Very, very good show, and we're gonna get into that show in just a little bit, guys. But Chris told you, he enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too, man. But what was your first thoughts when we got there, Chris, as we rolled up into that place, man?
Man, I wasn't expecting the building to be as big as it was, man. That's a pretty big place, man. I wasn't expecting that, but it was big, man. It was nice. I definitely, like I said, man, I definitely enjoyed it. Straight up, man. It was.
Oh yeah.
The building when we rolled up to it reminded you of a smaller Memorial Auditorium, Greenville Memorial Auditorium.
Yeah. That's one thing you was mentioning, saying look like the Greenville Memorial Auditorium. And anybody that's familiar with the Greenville Memorial Auditorium, remember we had that was like a box. We used to call it the brown box, but that right there was close. But it's a dome. But hey, it was very close. It looked a lot like the Greenville Auditorium. And to tell you the truth,
it did, man.
But to tell you the truth, man, it didn't look like it was too much smaller than that. But of course, it was way smaller than the Greenville Memorial Auditorium. But this place was nice, man. I mean, we was very shocked at it. You could tell it's an old building that's been there for a while. But I'm pretty sure that it was like the entertainment capital of that area, man. That place is pretty nice, and I can see them holding a lot more things there. But I know they, the guy Jonathan what is his name? Failure, I think.
Felton.
Yeah, Jonathan Felter. He's had it for a year. They was running before that.
Yeah, and it was a birthday bash, man. It was like their birthday bash that they were having, man.
Yes, right. And yeah, he's been running it. He's had the company for a year, and man, they put on some great shows out there. But like I say, every Friday night. And man, if I lived in that area, I would be out there every Friday. No ends and buts.
Definitely. Definitely.
Wow. But yeah, that was pretty cool. And once we got there, hey, we rolled up. Like I said, Chris pretty much mentioned the Greenville Memorial Auditorium. That's what I was thinking. I'm looking at the signs. They do have a sign lit. They have a sign that's lit up. By the building, talking about every Friday night, or they have like the card there, a little bit of the card, and they have a little sign posted, on the side there, you can see it from the road. It says wrestling every Friday night. So so that's pretty cool too. That they advertise, and I like the way they advertise it and everything, man. But yeah, it was a start of a good night. And outside of the building, you had some people gathered outside of the building, and it's a lady. I think her name is Kathy. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure somebody will remind her. I'll put it in the comments a little bit later if it's not Kathy, but I'm pretty sure her name is Kathy. Her husband, they got hit.
Unfortunately, he got hit. He unfortunately passed, man.
Yeah, he unfortunately passed. Unless that's pretty much all we're gonna pretty much say about it. But he passed away. And all prayers, and we gave her a hug and we talked to them. But all prayers out to her and all his loved ones, man. 100%. May the Lord bless that family because that's a tragedy. And yeah, they was there and they let out some balloons for him and everything. So that was pretty cool. That was great. But hey, the attraction tonight was Heath Slater. A lot of people came out to see Heath Slater tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's the one-man band. The one-man band.
One-man band. And also, man, one of our favorites, one of our friends, man. Hey, Luka Daniels was in the building. Hey, man.
The worst commentator in Georgia.
And he was up there commentating, but hey, when it boiled down to it, hey, he started calling Christopher Burton the worst commentator before he got Chris on there before Chris got him. But look,
now he up there trying to do it, man. And he's horrible, man. He's trash.
He did not hesitate. He did not hesitate to call me and Christopher Burton the worst podcasters in the world, man. As we came through the building. But you know, hey, he saw us, man. But hey, Luka Daniels is a cool guy, man. Love seeing Luka, even though the fans was booing him. Chris was booing him out there, whatever. But love seeing Luka. You know, hey, he's still going to be on the sidelines for another 7 to 9 months. But hey,
man. Man, MCL, man.
Yeah, and look, I'm, you know, I pray for a speedy recovery for our man Luka Daniels. But hey, Luka, I'm glad that Luka is being called out, man, and asked to come, you know, and participate and be involved in the, you know, in wrestling. In some capacity, because he's done a lot for this business, man. A lot on the indie scene, and you know he's pretty much has made it up to where he's able to make appearances. Done been in the match, you know, been in the ring a couple times with WWE, and you know he's been, you know, he's worked a little bit with AEW too. But wow, but yeah, Chris, we're gonna go ahead and get into this a little bit, man. All right, so as you know, as we go into the building, Jonathan Felter come out, and you know he was talking, and he talked about, you know, having this business and, you know, having the company and running it for a whole year, and you know how he was like
and everything that they went through and get everything going and
oh yeah. So he come out talking, and you know, hey, pretty good. You know, he had a pretty good little segment there. I thought that was it, basically. And then hey, we had JJ the Body come out. JJ the Body Johnson come out. Had a face off with him. And so these guys started, you know, hey, they started going back and forth, man. They started going back and forth. And I was like, wow. And so, yeah, JJ the Body Johnson, and then, you know, and then the face off, and Heath Slater came out there, and Eric Page came out, you know, doing that segment too. And they had a face off. You know, we gave that 3.5 stars, Chris. It was pretty good. It was really good.
It was good. It was good. I mean,
started it off nice, man. Wasn't too long or anything, but it was really good.
Yeah, definitely. It was a good segment, man. And I have no issues, you know, how it went, because he basically gave you a somewhat of a brief rundown of what they went through to get to that year that they are at now, and how it basically fell in his lap, and things of that nature, man. And then, you know, he had talked about Jonathan talked about he had some family issues going on. He had stepped away for a while. That's when JJ the Body took over, and Jonathan was basically on the outside looking in, and it looked like as if JJ was trying to undo everything that Jonathan had put together, which he said he wasn't.
Right.
He said he wasn't. He was just trying to enhance what he's already put together and things of that nature and whatnot. So yeah, but it was good, man. It was a good little face off. And then Heath Slater comes out, man, and you know, and later on we'll talk about Heath had a wonderful match, good match.
Heck yeah, he did,
for the main event. And but yeah, it was a good little segment, man. I mean, it was well produced. It set up everything for that night, and it gave you a inside look of what was going on prior to, if you already didn't know.
Yeah, and you know, and Jonathan said, you know, I think he had faith and he was believing in JJ, but you know, he got a little upset about somebody that we already spoke about. He said, you brought Luka back in here. You brought Luka Daniels back in here, and and then JJ was like, look at him, man. He's hurt up. You know, he can't do anything, man. He's good. You know, he's, you know, and everything like so. Luka must got some, you know, he must got some demons going on back
Yeah, he must be a little toxic back
Raw.
there, man. He must be a little toxic or something going on.
Exactly. So we don't know exactly what went down, but maybe we'll get some answers from Luka Daniels a little bit later. Because, like I said, hey, this was our first time going down to Ralston. You know, we've been to surrounding areas, but first time in Ralston. But the first match, man, let's roll over to that first match, man. We had Ballinger. We had Ballinger and Hyde, man. Ballinger and Nikki Hyde versus Hollywood Money, man. The money train.
Hollywood Money. Yeah,
Hollywood Money. And you know what? I'm pretty sure these guys was wanting to try to take out Hyde and Ballinger. You know, these guys are very popular, they're in Boston, in the Dome. And they wanted to take them out because Hollywood Money, I'm pretty sure they wanted to be the first ones at that doggone money table, man. They wanted to definitely be at that money one day and get the biggest payday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely. Definitely that, man.
But yeah, that was a pretty good match, man. What you think about the match?
The match, it was pretty good, man. First time I've ever seen either tag team.
Yes.
And I like how the match went, man. And I have no complaints about it whatsoever.
Right.
I think we gave it a 3 or 4, a 2.5. I think.
Yeah, we gave it 2.5 stars. Like I say, yeah, it went down pretty good. Ballinger and Hyde, man, I like the way I like the way they have more of a ground-based attack, and everything stayed on the ground pretty much. Wasn't a lot of high-flying moves in this match, and Hollywood Money had the same thing. One of those guys are a little bit bigger than the other one. I think one of them's named Brando, and I'm not sure what the other guy's name is right now. But the bigger guy, man, I like some of the moves that that he would put on on those guys. He would come in and he would grab like an underarm, like a backwards. Some of the things that they did back in the old school. So you could tell the training that these guys are getting is top notch. But yeah, that was a pretty good match, man. And yeah, we gave that 2.5 stars. Ballinger and Nikki Hyde, man, those two came out as the winners. Congratulations to them. But yeah, 2.5 stars to that match, man. It was a pretty good match. Great match to start the night off. And then the next match, man, we had a guy that we know about. Well, two guys that we know about, and especially one of them we've seen a lot, and the other one we've seen him down in East Denali a few times. Justin Sane, big, huge dude. And I'm not talking about his name is Justin Sane. I'm not talking about Jackson Sane. I know we got a Jackson Sane here that wrestle in the Carolinas, guys. That's very popular. But this guy name is Justin Sane. Justin Sane, and he's very popular down in those parts. But yeah, Justin Sane took on our man Savage Kincaid, who wrestles in South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. Who's pretty much getting all over the place. He's getting out there a little bit farther. So we had Justin Sane versus Savage Kincaid, and wow,
we had a surprise too in that match. A special guest referee, man. Dynamic Dexter.
Yeah, and we know about Dynamic Dexter too. So there was 3 people in that ring that we really know, and we know Dynamic Dexter pretty darn good. But yeah, Dynamic Dexter was the special guest referee. So man, this match here, we was like, this match is gonna be something. This is gonna be something special. Now I remember Justin Sane. Justin Sane, when he chased out one of the biggest memories I have of him is when he came out of the back room up in East Denali, Georgia, and he chased Dexter out of the arena. Dexter wasn't seen no more that night. Justin Sane wasn't either. So I'm like, what is he doing? Chasing him down 85 or whatever? But that's
what he was doing, man.
I know that's the last memory I remember of Justin Sane, and we hadn't seen him since then, Chris. But yeah, Justin Sane, unfortunately, he told us that he's not going to be doing it much longer. He's only got a couple more in him, but Justin Sane, man, so he's on his farewell tour here. But Justin Sane, man, going up against Savage Kincaid, we like this thing is going to be pretty brutal. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Chris, are you still there, Chris?
Yeah, I'm talking to my granddaughter.
Okay. Well, he'll be back on camera in just a minute. But yeah, so the thing about it, man, we saw this match. We were like, oh my gosh, man, wow, when these guys came out, because we didn't have a card. We didn't know what was going to go down. But when we seen this and those two was going at it, we knew it was going to be some serious brutality in this match. And, hey, oh, man, Num Num, Savage Kincaid, he came out with his big bone, and, he pretty much threatening the ref or whatever. And not the ref, but the ring announcer, pretty much asking him, or is he's involved in it or whatever, Num Num, just basically that's all he's saying is, he's pretty much using his language or whatever, asking him is he in it? Should I get on you or whatever? Num Num, he wasn't talking like that.
Savage, savage.
And the guy like, no, man, it's not me. He wrestling. Oh, no, Num. Okay. But so Savage was
I'm proud of Savage. He's starting to get a little bit more understanding of who to mess with, who not to mess with.
Exactly.
Because so when we first met him a few years ago, that Joker boy, he came after us.
Heck yeah, man. We like, yeah, he did, man. We like, hey, this Joker need a doggone. He need a handler, boy, because he come up to us. We're like, no. We're like, oh no, no, man, no. I mean, this Joker, man. I remember he came out to Gail, man. What is it? No, not Gail. What is her name, man? The female manager, Cooper Housley's girl, man. What?
Yeah, the referee, man.
I'm saying her real name, man. Katrina. He came, he was going out to Katrina at first, man. We're like, no. But yeah, he's getting a little bit more control, man. So he don't need a handler. So I think he's learning a little bit, man. Some people pretty much got around him, teaching him a little bit.
Teaching him some stuff, some etiquette, man.
Exactly. So hey, this match right here started out, man. Justin Sane come out and boom, man. Savage was all over him.
Big boy. Yeah,
I couldn't believe Savage was all over him, man. He took him down. Sane is bigger than Savage. Savage got some size to him, too. Savage took him down, man. Was beating him down, working him over, picked him up and slammed him.
That was a hard hitting, man. Yeah, he did pick that. And if y'all see Justin Sane, man, Justin Sane is not a little man.
No, he's not. Picked him up.
He's every bit about, I'd say, about almost 300, if not more.
No, he's more than that, man. Justin Sane got to be around 330, 340. He's like 6'4", 6'5", big dude.
Good Lord, man.
Body slammed him. He working him over, man, and just, working that midsection, took the big man down like he wasn't nothing, man. And pretty much throwing some kicks on him, and just like I say, he broke him down, but Justin Sane started coming back, man. He started working. He started working, man.
And then what about this and Dexter, man? I don't know what's up with Dexter, man. Because some of them counts, Harry, I'm just gonna call it like I see, man.
Go ahead with the first count. What was the first count? Okay, all right, let's work to this. Okay, Justin Sane, he come back, man. When he started making his comeback,
yeah, he did.
Hit him with a clothesline, hit him with a forearm, knocked him down, man. Hey, pretty much after he knocked him down, went for a pin. Had Savage laid out.
Had him laid out, completely laid out, man.
Yeah, had him completely laid out, man. I think with a forearm elbow, something like that. Whatever he hit him with, knocked him completely out, and then went for the pin. Laid on for the pin. What happened, Mr. Burton?
Dexter, I'm gonna call it like I said. This was the craziest count I've ever seen in my life. 1, 2. Then his shoulder kinked up on him, man. I'm like, his shoulder was messing up on him, man. I'm like, Dex, why'd you sign up for this if you knew your shoulder was hurt?
Oh yeah, what's up, AJ Scales? We'll see you in the house, man.
AJ Scales, man, what's going on? And I'm just like, hey, you got to think now. That was probably about 15 to 20-second pause between each count, Harry.
Yeah, man. It was big time.
I'm like, is Dexter on the take here? What is going on?
And then, man, Justin Sane decided to take matters into his own hand, Mr. Christopher Burton.
Literally took matters into his own hands, literally, and came out and literally was like, okay, this is a game y'all want to play, huh? This is what you want to play. You want to try to screw me over? I got something for you. The match went on, man, and it got to a point where, Justin Sane was like, screw this. This is what I'm doing. And came out and literally was like, okay, Dex, I'm gonna take you out and I'm gonna make you count. And took his hand. 1, 2, 3. Made Dexter count, man.
Yeah, Justin. Well, actually, he had to beat up Dexter too. He beat Dexter up first. He beating up.
I mean, Dexter tried to score him a couple of times.
Yeah,
man.
so he beat Dexter up too, man, and pretty much slammed Dexter down and and put him down and just like you said, took his hand and 1, 2, 3, man. That was it. And oh man, Justin Sane, they called the match. Ding ding ding. Hey, that was it. 3 count. And the winner is Justin Sane. So Justin Sane got his, he's got his just due. And he got a 2-for-1 there. Chris got 2-for-1.
Yeah, he did. Man.
Yeah, he had a little rivalry going, and I'm pretty sure it went to other places outside of East Denali. It went to other different areas because I saw it that he was having a little rivalry thing there with Dynamic Dexter. But it seemed like it was rekindled up here in Ralston, Georgia. And man, he got
those two are definitely not going to be trading Christmas cards, man.
Heck no. So he went ahead and took out Dynamic Dexter and Savage Kincaid, who he's wrestling, and he took out special ref Dynamic Dexter. And we gave just another 2.5 stars, Chris. It was a really good match to help start off the night. Man, we was already impressed. We was impressed with those 2 matches so far. But yeah, all right. AJ Scales, what does AJ Scales say, man? Harry and Chris.
Hey, here's right. Oh, there it is. Go
ahead, man.
Harry and Chris, the Rock final boss. If you smell what the final boss is cooking, AJ Scales.
Okay, AJ.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there Friday night either, man.
He definitely wasn't there Friday night. AJ, if he was there, man, wow, that would have been outstanding. I tell you what, Ralston wouldn't have been able to hold that, man. The whole city wouldn't have been able to hold that. I can tell you that.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
They would have had to held that thing out in the streets, man. Everybody in the whole town would have had to come out to see that thing. All right. Okay, Chris, next, man, we had the Wild Thing, Stevie Ray Frost, man. Wild Thing, Stevie Ray Frost versus Brandon Parker, man. Wild Thing come out. Wild Thing.
Granny panties, man. Came out with some
man,
granny panties.
Go ahead and say that, man. I wanted to say that a little bit later, man. But hey, he got in there, man, had on granny panties. I mean, well, his trunks look like granny panties. Everybody starts calling them granny panties and all that. Man, it was pretty hilarious, Chris. It was crazy.
It was, man. And this was our first time. This was our first time seeing these 2 guys.
Yes.
And I was impressed by him. I cannot lie. I was definitely impressed by these guys.
Granny Panties was pretty doggone good, Chris.
He was, which was surprising, but I didn't think Granny Panties would be that good. But he was, man. He was pretty good, and it was just impressive. Is Georgia, man? I'm really impressed with Georgia. To be honest with you, man, Georgia has a lot of talent.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
A lot of talent, man.
Yeah, this thing right here, though, man, it was like, I mean, when you think about, okay, this match here, okay, Stevie Ray Frost, man, he reminds me, to tell you the truth, he reminded me like of a shorter Black Bart and some of the things that he did in that ring, and Brandon Parker, pretty much, it's like those guys was a perfect match for each other. Brandon Parker used that, he used that back elbow a good bit. I like the things that he was doing in the ring. Stevie Ray Frost, like I said, he was, he would go and he would roll you up. He would do certain things, man. But of course, he was on the shenanigans side. He would pull off. He would do everything he could to, pretty much get the, referee's attention. And he did have had a manager out there, man. Stevie Ray Frost, a manager or another wrestler or something out there. And hey, that's pretty much how he pulled this thing off. Got the referee distracted, and they did some things. Got Brandon a little distracted, and he was able to pull this thing off. We gave that match 3 stars, Chris. It was a pretty good match, man.
It was a good match, man. And like I said, man, the crowd was live, man. The crowd was definitely live. They were into it, and I really have no problem with it, man. I really like it. Lively crowd, man, especially where we were sitting, man. Those people were just woof. They were into it hard, man, big time. I mean, into it. And I like it, man. I like it. I definitely like the atmosphere. I definitely like the fans. Very friendly.
Oh yeah,
The Georgia hospitality.
big time.
Or Southern hospitality, however you want to say it. But yeah, I enjoyed it, man. And it definitely will not be my last time. Our last time going down
Oh
there.
yeah,
That's for sure.
we will be going to Ralston, Georgia, whenever we, sometimes here in the future. But yeah, Brandon Parker, man, he got robbed in this match. He won at least 60 to 65% of the match, but like I said, hey, this Stevie Ray Frost is no slouch. This match is going back and forth, and I'm pretty sure it's not over between these two, man. I appreciated that match 100%. The next match, man, was pretty doggone cool, Chris. Let's see.
Yeah, it was.
All right. The next match, man, we had Chop Top come out. He took on Cal Phillips, Chris. Chop Top come out. So he was versus Cal Phillips. The Chop Top is the Friday night champ.
Yeah, Friday night champ, man. That was the first time we've heard of this particular title.
Yeah. That was different.
Yeah, I was like, Friday night champ.
Oh yeah,
that's interesting. I'm like, so you only work on Fridays, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, so that's a beautiful schedule. Harry, I don't know if you will like that or not, man. Working one day a week. I know that ain't your thing now, but
yeah. Not as far as wrestlers go. It definitely not, man. So hey, if I was up there, I'd be causing some drama, boy. I'd be like
But would you gonna have the man work all day Friday, wrestle all day Friday, man, to make up for it?
I don't know, man. But yeah, he wrestled Cal Phillips, man. And to tell you the truth, Cal Phillips reminded me of Brandon Parker, man. The match before, as far as a lot of these guys, some of these guys were similar, and it pretty much the theme of the night, was it just a lot of these guys, like I say, was was similar, and they kept the theme of great wrestling, man, great TV wrestling during that night. And I was just basically shocked. And I'm pretty sure, like I say, this Friday night champ, Chop Top, the Friday night championship represents, a TV title, because hey, they are on 3 times a week up there in
local TV. Local TV.
Yeah, local TV. I'm not exactly sure. WT some HG or something. I can't remember what it was. I don't want to get it wrong, guys. Whenever you guys when everybody, ladies and gentlemen, whenever y'all see this, put it down in the comments which station is on up there as local.
Yes.
Up in the Ralston area. They own 3 days a week on that channel. And
that's
man,
awesome, wow. That is awesome.
Yeah, that is great. That's outstanding. That is
and you said multiple times, man, that place is set up perfect.
Yeah. Set up perfect for wrestling, man, for television taping.
Yes.
It reminded me right off the bat, man, when we first went in. I said, Chris, this reminds me of TV taping of the territories back when I was back in the day, and the wrestling did too. That's what.
And Harry got emotional, boy. He started shedding tears, boy.
Man, you out of your mind. But yeah, I was pretty shocked. It reminded me somewhat of Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, almost. It reminded me of Georgia Championship Wrestling, and I'm talking about when Shire was running it, Roy Shire, I think. Let's see, definitely Ole Anderson. The booking was very similar to what Ole Anderson used to put together at Georgia Championship Wrestling, Florida Championship. It reminded me of Georgia Championship Wrestling, Florida Championship Wrestling, and Mid-Atlantic. But yeah, definitely Georgia Championship Wrestling and Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. It reminded me of that. It's the closest thing that I've seen. Now,
wow.
It is. It's the closest thing that I've seen as far as territorial wrestling goes, as far as those 3 territories, and that I really loved and that I really followed. I mean, we have seen other ones out here, Chris, because like I said, we've been to a lot of different promotions. We're talking to Jonathan and talking to them. They asking us how many places we've been to. We've been to 16 different promotions between us. Well, 17 now. 17 now.
Yeah.
Well, it's more than that because we got CMW2 and PW. So like 19 different promotions.
19, yeah.
So out of all those promotions, that's the best one I've seen. Now, as far as Mid-Atlantic go, it was 3 Count Pro Wrestling and Battle Zone. It reminds me of Jim Crockett Promotions, but more on a what I'm trying to say, a spectacular type deal, like a pay-per-view type deal, the way they are set up. But this right here is set up like, for TV, like you watching a Clash of Champions, close to like, wasn't exactly that, but it was close to what, like getting set up for the Clash of Champions, like a week or 2 before the Clash of Champions. That's the type of setup that it had. and it just made you just sit back and relax and say, hey man, this is the type of TV wrestling that I enjoyed back in the day, and this is the type of TV wrestling that we really need to have, to really get back to what we had before. But I mean, with little tweaks here and there, they had that new inside that old, and that was good. But Chris, Top took the win over Cal Phillips, man. We gave that match 2.5 stars, man. That was a pretty decent match too. So
it was a decent match, man.
Yeah, that was another 2.5 stars. Okay,
man. And then was the next match we had? I think who was that?
Christian Taylor versus Luke Da Silva, man. Luke Da Silva versus Christian Taylor. And Christian Taylor, man, that he's pretty well built. The dude is pretty well cut up, man. I like that. I like this build. He come out. People couldn't stand this dude, man. A lot of people can't. A lot of people didn't like him. Don't like him, man. Hey, they made it known.
They definitely made it known. And I mean, these fans out here, man, they were loud, man. They were loud.
Yes, they were
raucous. And like I said, they definitely let their thing be known, man. Like, hey, we don't like you, X, Y, and Z, etc., etc., etc. Which is cool, man. Which is definitely cool and definitely needed in wrestling. But yeah, this match, man, it was. What would you say, man? What would you say?
Well, man, Luke Da Silva. Remember, Luke Da Silva was that he was an amateur wrestler, and one of the guys, they was over there telling us he's an amateur wrestler. He had that catch as can style. He had that
Dory Funk Jr.
Yeah, well, no, not really, man. He wasn't on that, man. But he Dean Malenko, man. He reminded me of he definitely reminded me, and I know you never saw him, Chris. He reminded me of Dean Malenko's dad. Boris Malenko. He was in that Dean Malenko style because, like I said, Dean Malenko wrestled like his dad, but he was more advanced. But this kid was really good, man, and he would roll. He rolled Christian up, and Christian showed his technical skill too. Even though I could tell that he's more of he's
brawler.
And pretty much he
put me in the mind. He put me in the mind of Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Did. Yes, he put me in the mind of a Karrion Kross when I think about it now, man.
Well put together, man, and he did. He did throw some receipts out there as far as on Christian, as far as hey, he was landing some blows, man. He loading up that right hand, and he threw some elbows and things like that. But yeah, this Christian guy kept rolling him up, man, putting him in certain situations, as far as using his amateur skill to the fullest. He used it to the fullest. But it was a very good match, man. And it was a pretty good match. We gave the match 2 stars for the match, but hey, we gave a double thumbs up for the aftermath because the match did not end up in a pin or anything like that. The aftermath, it was guy came out named Jaden Vane, and everybody just freaking out on Jaden Vane. I think Christian Taylor pretty much was attacking.
They were friends.
Did Christian Taylor have somebody out there with him, a manager or something like that out there with him? No, he didn't. Okay, I think he attacked Luke Da Silva after the match.
Yes, he did.
And so after the match, like I said, he attacked, and Jaden Vane come out there, and everybody was shocked. They said he hadn't been out there for a year. He hadn't been there for a year.
Yeah.
So everybody was shocked. And man, this guy obviously very popular. Very popular because the 130 plus crowd just flipped out as he came out. He heard his music or whatever,
that was a pop.
So that was a huge pop. He come out, man. It's like this dude was the Road Warriors or something, man. But yeah, he come out, man. Just basically just celebrating, acting like everything was just great, man. He was just great. And Chris had my iPad. So Chris taking pictures or whatever. He's taking video or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm just sitting there, I'm looking at this dude. And I'm like, this Jaden Vane, man, he's celebrating with the crowd, man. He beat up, Christian Taylor a little bit, or ran him out of the ring. Just put it that
ran him out of the ring.
Really beat him up a little bit. Pretty much, it didn't really do much to him. Just ran him out of the ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hey, he picking up, he's picking up this Luke Da Silva guy, picking him up, man. Holding his arm up and stuff like that. Turn around, look at. I'm just thinking, I'm like, wow, man. I'm just thinking, I'm like, this not good. So I'm thinking Chris is recording. You know, Chris is all relaxed and everything. You know, Chris like, this is all right, man. We both are like that, to tell you the truth. But then I just started looking. I'm like, this don't look good, man. This don't look good. And the guy beside me, man, the young man who was beside me, the teenage guy, and he was like, man, I bet it look like he gonna turn, man. He's gonna turn because, you know, they look like they was kind of like devastated. And to tell you the truth, I think it put him in a summer mood for the rest of the night because, man, you could tell, like I say, everybody loved this Jaden Vane guy.
Mm-hmm.
Jaden Vane, man, what was it? A knee to the back or a kick to the doggo back, whatever.
Something,
it was an attack. You know, he just
surprised me, man. Surprised me. I wasn't ready.
Chris was shocked and said, man, we need to be getting this man on video. I said, why did you do that?
And I was just literally like,
yeah, Chris was shocked, man.
I didn't see it coming.
You had the iPad, man. You just relaxed and you sat back and everything, like, oh man, this is great, man. This is great. You know, it was like a
true feel good moment.
Feel good moment. It was, man. It was like, man, this dude is back, man. He's loving this, you know,
this buddy,
young man. Buddy came out, saved him, but he attacked him, you know. And I was just like, I said, Chris, I saw that coming. You know, it kind of reminded me a little bit of the hug that our man down here gave Dump Truck. Who is it? Big Country gave Dump Truck.
Country,
gave him a hug and everything like that, and attacked him up there in Bowling Springs, man. It reminded me of that. I could see it. It's like, okay, man, but you know,
I didn't see it coming, man.
Yeah, look, this dude don't even look like a rule breaker at all, man. He looked like a Ricky Steamboat type guy, somebody you know that would
me in, man. It suckered me in. So that's
look like somebody that would never turn on anybody. Just look like just this good guy. Just everybody loves it. He would never turn on you. Yeah, and he turned on him, and he sucked. I said, he got you, Chris. You've been watching wrestling for 40 years. He got you. You used to do it. You used to wrestle yourself. He got you. And, you know, we podcast, commentate. He got Chris. But, I mean, hey, it happens, man. But he got Chris. But that's how good this guy pulled that off. And, man, I'm just like the popularity and everything. So, big ups to whoever booked this and whoever came up with this, man. Or he came up with it or whatever that, hey, he was going to turn because it shocked everybody. He might not even told the guy he turned on, man. I don't know. But yeah, it was outstanding the way it went down, man. I love that. But we gave that whole thing, man. It was 2 stars for the match, but the whole thing, man, the way it broke down and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and say it was 3.5 stars, Chris.
That was amazing, man. I have no qualms, no issues about it whatsoever, man. That was amazing. He suckered me, man. He got me, man.
Yeah, he did. Scott Lawson said, "Did you get any autographs, Harry? You my hookup dog." No, I didn't, man. Everything was like guarded, man. Everybody was just up and leaving and everything, Scott. So
yeah, everybody got out of there quick, man. And they really didn't do a typical intermission, meet and greet, you know, a gimmick table. Well, they had gimmick tables, but they didn't have a lot of them.
Yeah.
So that we really didn't get to, you know, talk to a lot of wrestlers and stuff like that.
No, we basically everybody just jetted out of there real quick too. AJ says Harry and Chris tomorrow's Monday Night Raw. Yes, sir. We'll be back tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow we'll be checking that out. Get back to our regular scheduled program, AJ Scales. Appreciate you coming in, and my man Scotty Larson. All right, Chris
and Scott, y'all gonna lose today, man. I don't even care who y'all playing. I don't care.
Chris said he don't care. He don't care if it's the Way Hampton Generals, boy. Y'all gonna lose, but
man, look, they can play Abbeville High School C team and still lose, boy.
He said he don't care if it's the Chapman Panthers, boy. He said y'all gonna lose. They don't care if it's the Bowling Springs Bulldogs, boy. Y'all gonna lose, boy.
Yo, Washington gonna lose, Scott. Washington.
Oh my God, man. Oh my goodness. All
right, hey, my Eagles 1-0, so I'm good.
All right, the next match, man, was an entertaining match, Chris.
It was.
We had Tyler Veach, man, versus Cliffhanger Chris, man. Got that Cliffhanger Chris, boy, versus Tyler Veach. So, man, wow.
That was an interesting match. And come to find out, man, this Cliffhanger Chris, he has only been training for a few months, still in high school.
4 months.
Yeah, 4 months, still in high school. He comes out, he has a whole Lone Ranger kind of cowboy gimmick. He even has the very one of them Dusty Rhodes cowboy boots and stuff, man. And I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, the promo pic. Yeah, he has that hat. That's him with the hat. Little young kid, man. You know, he come out. He's cool, very popular. Everybody just flipping out over this kid. Everybody, you know, loving this kid as he comes out. And he took on this Tyler Veach, man, who looks like Drox. Who was there? Drox was there. But, you know, he looked similar to Drox, man. I'm like, is he taking on Drox, man? Drox going to kill him. But it wasn't Drox, man. But Tyler Veach was similar to him and had a wrestling style, you know, that was similar to his and Cade Powers. You know, this guy had, you know, pretty much, you know, he was a brawler, and he did have that fast-paced type deal.
Matter of fact, he came out with granny panties earlier that day.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. But yeah, Tyler Veach, man, pretty much was taking care of Cliffhanger Chris, but Cliffhanger Chris was getting him with some nice shots, man. Cliffhanger Chris, I mean, Tyler Veach, like I say, a power game, pretty much didn't use as much as he could have used. You know, he pretty much throwing fists and forearms and everything like that, pretty much to take Cliffhanger Chris off his feet. But Cliffhanger Chris stayed in there, man, and got some nice little arm drags there.
He fought hard, man.
Yeah, got some great arm drags, man. We called it the slinger. I like the way he did his arm drags. He would stand still with the arm drags, and he would just get you. You know, he would get you as you come in, take you, and just throw you over. And so we decided, hey, I decided, hey, we're going to call that the slinger. So, hey,
but
man.
That might be his finishing move.
That might be his finisher, man. It could be his finisher. Hit him with 3 slingers, hey, and it's all over. Don't let Cliffhanger Chris get you with those slingers. Because when he hit him, Tyler Veach with those slingers, man. Tyler Veach, he hit him like 3 in a row. Tyler Veach was pretty wobbly. He lost all his marbles, man, and that right there pretty much turned the match around in the middle of the match, probably about 6 or 7 minutes in, turned the match around for you know, in the favor of Cliffhanger Chris.
Yeah, man. And I was like, man, this match over. This kid getting demolished, man. I'm like, this is just horrible. But I'm like, man, I even yelled out, man. I'm like, man, throw in the towel, man.
We was like, throw in the towel, man. Like say, you know, hey, get some help in here, man. What's going on, man?
I'm like, man, you just need. I'm like, you need a partner out here to help you, man. This kid was getting demolished.
Yeah, he was getting demolished, man. And look, then next thing you know, he's getting demolished. Got hit one time so hard, man, knocked him halfway across the ring, man. He's almost over there on the other, you know, almost
in the other corner, somewhere.
Right-hand corner of the ring apron. And next thing you know, this kid come flying out and then hit Tyler Veach with a doggone neck breaker, man. Bam! I'm like, what in the world's going on here? Wow, man.
He got that second win, man. He got the second win.
He did, man. Just like, you know, kids of, you know, hey, teenagers young, like when we was young back in the day, man. Hey, serve some of that energy over to us, guys. You know, Cliffhanger Chris, we can use some of that, man. Hey, you know, this dude come running out like he doggone, he come running out like he's Zach and doggone John Matthews, man. Like he,
Ultimate Warrior or somebody, boy.
Yeah, man. What is his name, man? Kid Cutter. He kept running out like Cutter and doggone John Matthews, boy. You know, running around the ring. I'm like, hey, this kid got all kind of energy, man. But he got in there, did a pretty good job, and you know, hit him with that doggone. He hit him with that not a Cutter. He hit him with that net breaker, and what else did he do, Chris? As far as to finish off the match, but
that close one. He hit that lariat, man. He hit
that lariat. Yeah, nice lariat too, man. And the way he extended his arm too. I like the way he extended his arm. And you know, he extended his arm like he's gonna hit him with another slinger. And you know, because his slinger was like I say, it's a stand straight up.
Yeah, I've never seen nothing like it, man. The way he delivers it.
He stands in the pivot, man. He stands in the pivot like he's like a boxer is you know, standing there on his punches, man. But he stands in the pivot and hit those slingers, man. You know, those arm drags. Like I say, we call it the slinger. And yeah, he hit him with a clothesline, you know, a lariat, sort of like the same way, but he was kind of like running at him a little bit, and he extended that arm, whap, hit him with a lariat, took him out, man. And you know, hey, got the pin. But yeah, we gave that match 2 stars, Chris. 2 stars and a thumbs up, guys. Very entertaining, very good match. But yeah, 2-star match, man. We appreciated that match 100%. It was fun, and it was great to see Cliffhanger Chris take that win. All right, AJ Scales, Harry, and Chris, WWE will be heading to Netflix in 2025 next year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they will, man. Yeah, they will.
And isn't this Friday? I think SmackDown is going to be on
USA.
USA got both of them, man. Both of them. All right. Wow, that's going to be that's incredible.
We just got to remember that, man. On USA, man. Not Fox.
It's going to be on USA. Exactly, man. Exactly. That is crazy. All right. Next, Chris, we had Tower with Rick Page. My man Tower came out. And Tower, man, big dude, guys, 7-footer. Hey, we know Tower. And Tower, man, we ran the Tower when we first got there, man. That we thought Tower was gonna doggone choke slammers or something, man. But yeah, so we ran the Tower as we got into the building. But yeah, Tower came out with his protege, not protege, but man, with
his manager.
And Rick Page, who's a pretty good ring announcer himself. Hey, Rick Page is his manager, and he came out, and his match was against Heath Slater for the SCA Heavyweight Championship. Tower has the championship. Tower comes out with the championship, man, wrapped around his neck, as he comes out. Don't put it around his waist.
If you've never seen Tower, man, Tower is a big man. This
towering figure, man, a imposing figure. You can't take your eyes off of him when he comes into the ring, man. He's just not just a tall guy. He just, like I say, he demands your presence, man. He demands
your respect. Yeah, commands your respect, your attention. Exactly. And guess what? You gonna give it to him.
Yeah, no doubt.
You gonna give it to him. Because if you don't, he gonna take it from you, man. Wow. He's a big man. And Heath Slater, boy, he came out to a big pop too, man. He came out to
there's no doubt.
World Warrior pops. People definitely wanted to come out and see Heath. And that was a good match, man. And hey, what do you think about it, man?
Oh, I love the match. Look, I didn't think Heath was gonna wrestle. I was surprised they actually put Heath in there with Tower against Tower, man. And of course, Heath is a big name and everything, and a lot of times they like to, oh, sorry about that. They like to protect those guys, man. I hate to say it, but a lot of times on the indie scene, when they do these indie shows, they don't take on the, if they do take on the top guy in the building, the top guy in the promotion, it's like I just don't know. It seemed like this guy doesn't, the top guy doesn't go as hard against this guy. It seemed like the attraction comes in and he gets most of the play in this match. It's like it's set up for him to dominate the match. But this match right here, Tower was laying it on him, man.
Yeah, he was laying on Heath, man, and Heath up there. It wasn't too smart. Heath was up here trying to go use his power against this man. I'm like,
yeah,
Heath, that's not too smart, bro. This dude outweigh you at least about 70, 80 pounds or more, man. I'm like,
Tower was dropping the hammer on him and using his height, man, to his advantage and just boom, just elbows, man, just
bring it down.
And look, Heath Page, man, came back fighting, man. I was just like,
Heath Slater, man. Heath Slater.
Not Heath. I said Heath Page. Did I say Page, man? I'm looking at Page. I'm looking at Page right here. I got Page right next to Heath. Yeah. Okay, all right, but Heath Slater come back, man. Just throwing hard shots. I'm just like, wow. Heath Slater bouncing off the ropes, man. He throwing some hard shots. Whap, whap, whap. Run back to the back ropes. Come back with a boot, man. Doing amazing things, man.
Yeah, doing everything he can, man. Doing everything he can, man.
Yeah, reminding me of his old TNA days. I'm like, this dude is unloading on the Tower, man. And it went back and forth there for a little while, for about that match for about 3 or 4 minutes. It went back and forth, and then next thing you know, here comes some guys come from the back. Hey, I'm like, this match is going pretty good, man. This is going pretty good. And Tower, in my opinion, Tower was winning the match 55-45. He was. Tower didn't need no help. There's a couple of dudes that came from the back, man. They and I guess, they part of the crew with Tower. And they came out of the back, man. These two guys they call Unrated. There's a tag team called Unrated. Really good tag team. First time I've ever
seen
these young guys come out, man. They well put together. These young guys came, man. They jumped in the ring, man, and they started. They all got on Heath, and I'm just like, why in the world did they do that? Because Tower looked like he was going. In my opinion,
he can handle it.
He was handling it. Yeah, he was handling business. But Unrated came out there and hey, a couple guys that me and Chris know, a couple guys we know, and Justin Ashworth and James Boulevard come out.
Yeah,
come out to a huge pop, and they joined in. And they like, no, we ain't gonna have this. This ain't going down tonight, man. You guys are not going to doggone a triple team on Heath. So they come out and they rocking with Tower, and not Tower. They're rocking with Heath Slater, and you had Unrated. Like I said, they was with their man Tower, and what's his name? Tower was taking off with Rick Page and these guys Unrated, and Jacob Ashworth and James Boulevard, who was in the ring with Heath Slater. Wait a minute, what's going down? I didn't come here for no 3-4 minute 5-minute match or whatever. I didn't come here. I didn't come all the way down 85, man. Waste my time to come up here for this 5-minute match. Like you say, it's 3 of us and it's 3 of you. It was none of this. It was none of this doggone 3 of us and 5 of you, Chris. It was 3 on 3. Yeah, 6 of y'all and doggone 2 of us. It wasn't none of that. It was 3 against 3. He said it's 3 of you and it's 3 of us. We can have a 6-way here. So hey, SCA went ahead and the officials went ahead and got together, the authorities or whatever. Hey,
whoever.
Things went very fast. So they had these little 6-way, man, and that right there turned into a spectacular match.
That was a great tag match, man. That was a great tag, and the way they put it together, man. And now y'all know, Harry is very critical of those type of matches.
Heck yeah, big time, man.
He's very critical, man. But you know what? This time, Adam Pearce didn't let Harry down. He didn't let Harry down this time. He didn't let him down. He was like, I know Harry's out there. He's like, I'm gonna set this thing up, and Harry gonna love it. And he did, man. It was an amazing match, man.
Yeah, it was. And I tell you what, those 2 kids, Unrated, very good. Heath Slater was just, God, man, he was going off in this match, man. He, like I said, he put in some serious work. It was trying to let me stay out of the ring, protect me or whatever. It wasn't that. He worked he works at that's his promotion. He's protecting his promotion, and he went all out. And me and Chris, we've seen a lot of these guys, man. A lot of people, that come that works, not even if they're not signed with anybody yet. It's like they protecting themselves. They don't go as hard as they could, but he went.
They do a couple of moves, some good spots here and there, but he put in some work, man.
He put in some work, really, and of course, man, Justin Ashworth. Let's see,
Jacob Ashworth, man, Jacob Ashworth,
tough. And James Boulevard, man, who's a veteran. I think we only seen him like once or twice, Chris. He's I think he has that son that's in the business, remember? And he came, in East Denali. He came back and he worked him. And Danny knew James a good bit. Danny used to talk about James Boulevard a good bit. But yeah, James Boulevard, like I say, the veteran came in, man, still got it, still put together some great stuff. And they was against, like I say, these kids Unrated. Young man had a lot of energy, a cliffhanger Chris energy type dudes. But those guys could wrestle. They could flat out get it, man. And these guys was going hole for hole, move for move with Heath Slater in there. And man, so I was very impressed with those 2. And one thing about Jacob Ashworth and Boulevard, they used their technical skills and their strength advantage over these young guys.
Yeah, because they were smaller. Those Unrated were the smaller out of all 6 guys.
Yeah, and then, they wasn't really small guys. They was basically my size or whatever, probably a little bit bigger.
But compared to everybody else, they were
compared to everybody else in the ring. Yeah, they were the smallest ones. But yeah, this right here ended up being a good match, Chris. I gave it 4.2, which hey. So it was a 4-star match, guys. We got it to like a 4.2. It would have been 4.3. It would have been 4.5 stars, but 4.2. I had got it to, but 4. That's for the match. I'm gonna go ahead and jump it up to 4.5 stars.
Yeah,
Chris,
4.5,
everything that went around it, but almost a perfect score, which 5 stars with the Straight Up Wrestling Show, but 4.5 stars for that match. It was the best match of the night. It was incredible. I love the way it ended up. And like I said, it was not one of these matches, and I hate to say it, and I see it all the time. Me and Chris have seen it, where we've seen stars come in and where they put that star. This guy, he can be an old veteran that's not even in the business anymore. I mean, as far as working on the big scene, and they put him in these 6-man matches, and they protect these guys, man. They won't put them. They don't get involved in the match. But Heath Slater was in this match 100%. He worked this match.
He gave
like
it
like say he's part of the promotion, man. And hey, we know he's not getting paid what he was getting paid in TNA or what he was getting paid, especially in WWE or whatever. But hey. He probably, maybe 300-400, maybe I don't know what he was getting paid for this night. I know he demands.
He's a draw. He's a draw.
Yeah, he's a draw. He demands a good bit, but hey, for that anywhere from that 500 to 1,000 or whatever he got paid that night, Heath Slater, he gave his all.
He put in that work. He
did. Sure. He didn't cut no shorts or anything. He gave his all. So I mean, great night of work for Heath Slater. But this match right here. Like I say, Heath Slater, Jacob Ashworth, and James Boulevard took the win over Unrated and the big man tower. Like I said, 4.5 stars. It was a great match. What else can you say about it, man? And
it was billed as advertised, and I had a blast, man.
No doubt about that. All right, man. And then we had Nikki Hyde and Ballinger come in and assisted the team of Slater, Ashworth, and Boulevard. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Hyde and Ballinger came in to assist Slater, Ashworth, and Boulevard because Rick Page was out there. So he was the fourth man that was involved, and he pretty much was distracting, and they ended up trying to do some extra shenanigans at the end. But you had Hyde and Ballinger come in and pretty much with some assistance there.
Put a stop on that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. But yeah, for the whole show, man. We gave the show 4 stars, guys. 4 stars, on the cusp. 4 stars for the show. And I wrote down here, best TV product I've seen on the indie circuit. 100%. I'd rather watch this than anything. And I hate to say it. If I had that, TV product, it's not. I don't think we get that here. Yeah. We can't. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we could get that here. If I looked it up certain ways, we could get it here. We're not that far from Ralston. But man, it was good. And like I said, I would sit down and watch that just like I'm watching an episode. They split the episodes, I think he was saying. Just like I was watching Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, and that was my favorite wrestling show in the whole world. But man, all they was missing was a doggone they was missing Bob Caudle, man. Bob Caudle, David Crockett, Gordon Soley, man. That's all they was missing, man. Yeah.
That was it, man.
Yeah, we had Luka Daniels over there. Man. So we go on TV and see it. We'll have to listen to Luka, man.
If I find it, man, just because of him, I'm gonna put the TV on mute, man.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Listen to that trash, man.
But wow, what did AJ say here, man? Right here at the end, AJ Scales.
AJ said, Harry and Chris WWE will be hitting Netflix. Okay, got that.
Yeah, 2025. Yes, sir.
Harry and Chris Rock gave $50 million to the family's lost daughter with cancer. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, man. Wow, that's incredible. Awesome, that's incredible.
Man. Awesome.
All right, Ray Underwood is in the house, I see.
Ray, man. He actually donated $50,000 to the foundation established in the memory of Lily Rose. Okay,
well, 50,000 is good too. I didn't think he did 50 million. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right, Ray says hello, Harry and Chris. Hello, Ray.
What's up, Ray? What's going on?
50,000 is good, man. That is really good.
Yeah.
So
I'm about to say 50 million, but he done gave up just about his whole savings. But
that Joker gave up a doggone almost like 20% or a quarter of his savings, man, of his money. That's a lot of money. I mean, 50 million in liquid assets. Because when it boils down to it, even though you see people might be worth $500,000 because he's not a billionaire yet. But like I say, even though you see these people, they might be worth 400 million, 500 million. He was worth 400 million a couple years ago. Right now, he's probably worth about 500-600 million. But yeah, that would have, 50 million, that would have been a big chunk out of that.
Look, that would hit the pockets hard. Boy.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. So, but yeah, great night of wrestling, man. Once again, and wow, if you're in that area, like I said, come on out.
Man.
Come on out, man. Every Friday night, if you're in that area, you're not doing anything. I know a lot of people watch on TV, and that was a bigger crowd than they usually get. They telling us usually that's one of the biggest crowds. Get a smaller crowd, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people just sit back and watch it on TV. But it's way better live. Yeah, come out, support these guys live, guys. It's nothing like live, and then you get to see yourself later on TV.
There you go,
100%. And then, like I said, that's one extra thing you can say. I was there. You can tell people hey, throughout Royston, throughout that area, I was there. Come check it out. Check it out.
Yep.
And get more people, but spread the word that SCA. I mean, that they're doing their thing.
Yes,
and they are rocking it. They are rocking it every Friday night. Spread the word, and they are on TV, man. They're on TV Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesdays. I think it was Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesdays. But yeah, check that out, man. And hey, you can't beat it. You definitely can't beat it. It was a great night of wrestling, and like I said, we've seen a lot of great cars in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. That was one of the best. It was really good, Chris. All right, I see my man Zachariah Cutter is in the house. What's up, kid? Cutter talked about you just a little bit earlier, man.
We did.
That's there to you. But yeah, Zachariah Cutter is in the house. Said, what show is this? This show SCA down in Georgia.
Western Georgia, man.
Down in Georgia, man. So hey, we'll talk to the guy for you if you want us to, man. But yeah, every Friday night they rock every Friday night, Zach. So man, but yeah, glad that you joined us. But yeah, Kid Cutter's in the house, guys. Great wrestler. But yeah, man, down in Eastern Ollie, Georgia. Not Eastern Ollie, man, Royston, Georgia. I'm so used to going when they close to Eastern Ollie. We so used to going that way. When we went there, they 5 minutes down the road from Eastern Ollie. So
they are.
A great show, man. Definitely great show. All right, Zach said he would love to. I hear you, man.
Okay, Zach. Yeah, we'll definitely
we definitely put in the word for you, man. And hey, you're a great wrestler. You fit in great.
Oh yeah, you'll fit in great. Definitely.
But yeah, man. But hey, anything else you want to say about the show, Chris?
No, I just had a good time, man. I'm glad we went, and it definitely will not be our last time going for sure, man.
No doubt about that, man. No doubt. Yeah, we definitely gonna roll in. We'll be rolling in down there. Maybe Zach, maybe you can roll with us, man. Next time we go. We introduce you. But either way it go, man. Like I said, we will put the word out about your abilities and everything, man. Love for you to go. Love to see you down there. And hey, once you make your debut, we definitely will be there.
For real.
All right, Zach had something else to say, man. What's Zach got there, Chris?
Zach said, let me know who the promoter is, and I will take a trip down there if you would like. I've always wanted to wrestle in Georgia. Okay, Zach. Right. Yeah, we'll definitely message you and let you know who he is.
Okay, yeah, most definitely. All right, man. All right, guys, we will be heading out of here, man. We definitely got to go.
Some foosball, going on right now, man.
Foosball, like I say, I'll probably come on and do some podcasting on some foosball, and probably hit Chris up and say, let's go on, watch the foosball game, and come on and talk about the foosball game and talk about wrestling. Because, like I say, hey, look, we haven't done anything all week long, man. We really haven't.
Yeah, but so we got some making up to do, guys. We got some making up.
Yeah, we got some making up to do, but yeah, right now, man, we had to come on and do this show, and I know a lot of these guys, man. He was in church. A lot of these guys are watching football and everything, and we told them we was going to do it. They announced it over the PA in a nice gym, nice facility there, Zach. You will love it.
Royston Dome.
Yeah, Royston Dome. Nice facility, man. But I think you'll rock out once you get there. And like I say, they are on local TV, Zach. That's the good thing about them. They are on local TV weekly.
Yeah.
So, all right. But, hey, man, I am out of here. Christopher Burton is out of here.
I'm out of here.
Hey, stay straight up. We'll talk to you guys later, and we'll be back on our regularly scheduled program.
Yes, Monday, tomorrow night. Monday, yes.
Stay straight up. Peace.